Hey guys, what's up? It's Nathan from tattooing101.com, and I'm here today with Justin Underwood. He's got a studio called Sixth Dimension down in South Dakota and Sioux Falls. And just brought him on today to talk about the killer results that he's gotten from the Artist Accelerator program. So thanks for coming on today, Justin. Appreciate your time, man.
Yeah, it's my pleasure.
Awesome, bro. Dude, let's get straight into it. So what was the main thing that motivated you to start working with Tattooing 101? What challenges or struggles were you having getting into the tattoo industry?
So for me, it was kind of difficult trying to find an apprenticeship here in town. I hopped around a few different shops, kind of got overlooked, or I didn't really look the part. I didn't have a lot of tattoos. They told me kind of like my drawing style wouldn't really translate into tattooing because I kind of weighed into more the realism and the black and gray stuff, and they kind of wanted me to simplify the designs down. A few of the artists did. But yeah, man, I was in a little bit of a hole last year when I got in touch with you going through this program and stuff, and I was wondering if I was ever even really going to be able to find a spot and do a real apprenticeship, and I didn't know what to do. I was kind of lost. I didn't really want to start tattooing on my own with zero knowledge at all. And when I seen the ad for Tattooing 101, I kind of looked into it, and I saw an opportunity to at least get a head start and learn a few things about the industry and see where it would take me.
Awesome, man. So once you were inside the Artist Accelerator program, what was your experience like, and how did it go, like in terms of the course, the Facebook group, and working with the instructors, both me and Brandon?
I thought it was great, man. It's everything that you were going to be hoping to get out of the program, plus it offers a little bit more. I thought it was really great how you guys really break it down from square one and really simplify things before. A lot of your students might get a little eager to get the machine in their hands and start tattooing right away, but there's a lot to learn and a lot to know about the process before you even get to that point. And I like how you guys touch on a lot of those things with the prep work and the sanitation, positioning your clients, how to set up and all that kind of stuff. I thought was super beneficial, especially for people that really have, not a lot of insight coming into it. Like everybody's going to be kind of on a different path and in a different spot in their career, even if they start this program and have already been tattooing or literally have zero knowledge about the industry at all, period, and then probably a little bit of everything in between. It was great getting the freehand designs, and if you need a little bit of help with the drawing side of things, you guys hit all that stuff before you get into actually doing the tattoos, which is great. And I thought that was one of my favorite parts of the course, because that's kind of where I felt like I was at personally, was like, I don't want to jump right into everything and try and just tattoo tomorrow because I started this course. I wanted to get, comfortable, build up some confidence, get your feet wet a little bit. And then that was pretty much, how I took it. And as soon as I felt confident enough to actually do a tattoo on somebody was when I felt like I was ready. And then that took, a good month or month and a half into the course before I did that. And I guess we both know how that one went. So
Yeah, man, you're crushing it, dude. It's good. I love that. You did put a real strong emphasis on what you'll learn. The drawing, the fundamentals before you go on tattooing. It really is, part of the foundation of success
Right.
as an art. And one of the big things we focus on tattooing as well is community, and helping each other grow and stuff like that. I'd love to kind of hear your thoughts on, how did you find the Facebook group and the community aspect of Tattooing 101 alongside the course?
No, man, that was great. Especially right away when I first started the program, I was a little bit more involved with posting my artwork and trying to get some feedback from the other students in the class. And I thought it was great energy. A lot of good people trying to, cheer on their peers, and try and see everybody else succeed, and not a lot of negative comments or bad energy, especially from my experience. Right when I first started, I thought it was huge, kind of touching back on the confidence side of things. Like that's a really difficult area, I think, for a lot of artists, especially that I've met personally, that like sometimes we hold our own selves back a little bit. And if you can gain some extra confidence any way, shape, or form through your own progress or from someone else, even being hard on you and critiquing you, that could still be like, okay, well, at least somebody is looking out for me and trying to help me, and now I know this and I'm going to try it, and then it gets some better. That's almost a bigger leap than just saying, oh wow, your art's amazing, good job, keep it up. You know what I mean? Like when you break things down a little bit, sometimes you can get a lot out of it. And I had some really good conversations with a few of the other students in the course.
100%, man. I know we had a lot of back and forth in the group, and me and Brandon gave you a lot of feedback on your work, especially early on. How would you say that kind of helped you grow as an artist?
It was huge, man. Especially the way you guys really hammer in on how to hold your machine and how to push and pull your lines and how to face your needles towards it. Like I think that would be huge for anybody to look over if you're holding it like you would be writing or drawing or doing pen and pencil work. Like it's not going to work out that great. You kind of got to make that adjustment and really work with the machine a little bit. And that was huge for me, man. Like learning to face your needles towards your line and don't hold it diagonally across, and make sure it's like you can go 45-degree angle, but make sure it's facing the line and not spraying out the sides. I thought, honestly, dude, that was the biggest thing for me in this course was, kind of having those wobbly lines, a few blowouts here and there, not really holding the machine right and getting a good feel for everything. And once you kind of learn that and can see it and have someone really kind of hammer that in on this is the right way to do it, pretty much every other way is the wrong. There's a couple things, obviously artists are going to do things a little bit differently between themselves, but it's pretty standard, how to get the ink in when you're doing that. And I thought that was the biggest thing for me.
Yeah, man, you're spot on, dude. Having like solid line work is, such a foundational part of tattooing. Yours has improved massively since you started, bro. So it's awesome to see. Moving on from that, is kind of my favorite part of the call. I'd love to kind of hear about the results that you've been able to achieve since going through the Tattooing 101 Artist Accelerator program. And yeah, man, what's been going on since you graduated, man?
Yeah, dude, it's been pretty crazy. Everything that I would have hoped for and a little bit more coming in after. When I got the confidence to go try and get hired at a tattoo shop, I was ready to go kind of hopping around like I had been having to do before with my portfolio, but I actually was fortunate enough to kind of land a spot at the very first shop I went to that day. It was the summer of last year, and he wanted me to start, on the spot, and was ready to kind of see what I could do. And it was about 4 months after that when I went to a convention with them and actually took home a trophy for second place in color. I did a dope traditional banger, and it turned out pretty clean, man. And I was super pumped about that. It was kind of a life-changing experience. I mean, it really puts it all into perspective, all the hard work and everything you try to do. It never comes down to certain accomplishments or any hardware or anything like that, but just those feelings you get when you did good work and you've been trying to get better and people notice it and stuff. It was awesome. But yeah, man, since then I've actually helped out a buddy open up his own tattoo shop, and we kind of just take it all in together and work together with everything. And he's got an apprentice under him right now. And it's been great. We call it Sixth Dimension Tattoo and Art Collective here in Sioux Falls. And we actually just opened up like 3 weeks ago. It hasn't even been quite a month yet, and it's been going really good, man.
Bro, how are you going with bookings and stuff like that? How far booked out are you? And how's things going in terms of business?
There's been a lot more clientele than I can really handle by myself. So usually people kind of have to wait a few days for me to get back to them, and then I'm booking them out, a few months at a time. And then as of late, these last few months, I started booking out like crazy, and I actually had to close my books down because I'm almost 7 months to book out now. I'm pushing into May. It's an eerie kind of feeling when you get to this point in your career and you're like, man, nobody's hitting me up for any tattoos, and but like they kind of got the message, and I'm trying to get a couple of reminders out there that like, hey, my books are closed, but only for a few months, and then early next year I'll start booking out spring and summer and stuff. But obviously social media is huge for that, man. I mainly take all my clients in off of social media because I have Instagram and a Facebook account. So that's kind of where I post my pictures of my artwork and do a little bit of marketing and stuff like that. So especially all my new clientele will either hear of me or reach out to me through there, especially bigger projects on people I've been working on. I can get them in regularly every other few Saturdays and stuff. And as soon as you start booking out your Saturdays, that's the day everybody wants, and those book out way fast. I try to take Sundays off, and yeah, man, I've been pretty much going at it 6 days a week for over a year straight now, and some of them I've filled in that seventh day. And right now I'm still looking at Monday through Saturday with my Sundays open, and I'm here more Sundays than not. It's crazy to think that I'm potentially at a spot in my career where I can start being a little bit more picky about what kind of projects I take in and how my hours work and what days I do. But, with the help of Tattooing 101 and busting my ass, I feel like, it's gotten me here, and I'm just going to kind of keep going with it and see where it takes me. So,
Bro, it's so awesome to hear the crazy amounts of success that you have in this early on in the journey, man. It really is awesome to see. And man, I guess to wrap things up, if someone was sitting on the fence and thinking about joining Tattooing 101, but they weren't quite sure, what would you say to them?
I mean, do it for sure. Don't even hesitate. You got to go for it. It's going to help you out in your career in every aspect, from building up confidence in yourself to do the tattoo and learning the skill set and breaking it down all the way to square one and having you learn the sanitary side of things and learning how to prep and do stencils and how to set your needles and run your machine and all that stuff from ground one all the way until you're a professional artist, man. They'll be there with you, and it's gonna benefit you, especially if you're thinking about joining the Tattooing 101 program. You're probably out searching for knowledge and you're curious about what you can learn in the industry, and this will be huge for you. It's going to give you everything you're going to need about tattooing and more, and then they'll get you on your feet and kind of help you along the way, and it's huge, and it's awesome, and I wouldn't change a thing. And ever since I started doing Tattooing 101, I just haven't looked back, and it's just been nothing but good experiences, and it's been rewarding. And yeah, everything, like I said, everything and a little bit more. You got it.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it, bro. So yeah, I guess that wraps things up. If you are looking to join the Artist Accelerator program, there will be a link at the bottom of this page. If you just scroll down and hit that, I'll see you inside of the group. Thanks, Justin. I'll talk to you soon.
Thank you, Nathan. I appreciate it as always.